Yes, good morning, all students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Happy?
Ma'am.
Are you happy you got a holiday today? You got off today?
Yes, ma'am.
And
No, ma'am.
Shubham is very
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
happy. Riddhi is not happy.
No,
I
ma'am.
need to take the assessment.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. मजा नहीं आ रहा घर में बैठे हुए
Okay.
मैम मजा नहीं आ रहा घर पे
Okay. So I will take the assessment on Monday today. Okay.
मैम सच में क्या नहीं आ रहा मैम घर पे इतना पकने शुरू हो गया हम लोग तो मैम काश मैम और स्कूल आ जाते तो बोरियत पूरी खत्म हो जाती
Yes, so Akshay is showing. So you all can color the diagram. Okay. That looks beautiful. Yes, good. Okay, so all of you must draw all the diagrams and you should know the names of all the parts of the flower. Here the diagrams are very important. In these chapters which comes under biology, so in these diagrams are very important. Okay. So I hope all of you have drawn it. If you have not drawn, so you must draw it. And I will share the hints also of the answers today. You complete it by tomorrow and bring complete notebook on Monday. Monday I will check the notebooks. The work should be complete with all the diagrams and question answers that we are going to discuss now. Okay. So all of you look on page 62. There is little part left that I need to tell you. So the last paragraph you see where it is written, do all flowers have sepals, petals, stamens and pistils? No, it is not necessary. So I told you that there are two types of flowers, bisexual and asexual. Bisexual flowers are those flowers where both male and female parts are present in one flower. Okay, both male and female parts. Present in one flower. That are known as bisexual flowers. And unisexual flowers are those where only one part will be present. Only one part, either male or female part. Either male or female part is present. Those are known as unisexual flowers. Bi means two, uni means one. So bisexual means where both male and female parts are present in one flower, that is bisexual. Unisexual means where one part is only present, either male part or the female part. Okay, so it is not necessary that all the flowers should have sepals, petals, stamens and pistils in one flower. Are there flowers that do not have any of these? No. They are not any flowers. Okay. Are there flowers which have parts other than these? No, I don't think other than this any part is there in the flower. Okay. Then also, did you find any flowers which have sepals and petals that look similar? Is there any flower where petals and sepals look similar? Yes, it is there. One is there, tulip flower. Okay, tulip and lily. In these flowers, petals and sepals are same. Okay, and we call them sepals. That are known as sepals. Means petals plus sepals. Okay, both the things are present and they look similar. Did you find any flowers in which the number of sepals is different from number of petals? Yes, that also I told you that it is not necessary that every time in every flower number of sepals and number of petals are same. It can be different also, like in rose flower. In rose flower, there are so many petals. So many colored petals are there, but sepals are very few. China flower. China rose, chin flower, which is chin flower. China rose, equal number of petals and sepals were there because we have studied China rose, so 5 petals and 5 sepals were there. Okay, so 5 petals and 5 sepals were there. But in rose, you can see if you have a rose plant in your home, you can see so many petals will be there and sepals will be few. So it is not necessary that every time number of petals and sepals are same in the flower. So do you now agree that the structure of the flower is not always the same? Okay, so it is not like that all flowers have the same structure in all the flowers. The number of sepals, petals, stamens and pistils may also be different in different flowers. Sometimes I'm reading the last paragraph, second last paragraph. Sometimes some of these parts may even be absent. Okay, so all flowers are not same. Some parts may be present, some parts may not be present, or petals, sepals may be different, may be same. We have studied some features and functions of leaves, stems and roots. We studied the structure of different flowers also. We will learn about the function of flowers in higher classes. Okay, so up to here, up to 6th standard, in your syllabus it is only this that you need to study, what all I told you. But the function of the flowers you will study in higher classes. That is about pollination. Okay, so pollination is a very important process which is done in the flowers. Okay, I have given you little idea, but detailed processes you will learn in higher classes. We will also learn about fruits also in higher classes. Okay, so as we will go in higher classes, so you will learn more into details. Fine. Now see the keywords. Now as we have finished the chapter, so let us see the keywords which are given here. Do we know all the keywords? If we know the meaning of all the keywords which are given here, that means we have understood the chapter. Okay, now you tell me. Okay, keep on raising hands that do you know it or not? Climbers, thumbs up, show me thumbs up. Climbers, you know? Quickly, I will tell you in one line. Climbers are the plants which take the support and then they climb. Example, money plant. Okay, conduct. What is conduct? Conduct means to carry one thing from another, from one part to another plant. Like stem conducts the water from the roots to different parts of the plant. Conduct means carries. Creepers, creepers also you know that some plants they only spread on the ground. Okay, they do not climb. Fibrous roots, you know, fibrous roots which are which do not have any main root and all the roots look similar. Herbs, you know, herbs are short plants which have weak stem, green stem and very soft tender stem. Lamina is what? The green surface of the leaf. The green part of the leaf is known as lamina. Lateral roots are what? It is a part of the taproot. Taproot is the main root, which is the thick root, and on the sides there are lateral roots. Midrib is what? Midrib is the center line of the leaf. Okay. Ovule is what? Ovule are the small bead-like structures which are present inside the ovary. Then parallel venation, you know. Parallel venation where the veins of the leaves are parallel to each other. Then petals, you know. Petals are the colored part of the plant. Then petiole, you know. Petiole is the structure, the part of the leaf. And it is connected to the stem. So this is known as the petiole part. Okay. Photosynthesis, you know, photosynthesis is the process by which green plants make their food with the help of sunlight, water, chlorophyll, and all those things. Then pistil, pistil, you know, pistil is the female part of the flower and which is further divided into stigma, style, and ovary. Reticulate venation, you know, reticulate venation is when the leaves of veins of the leaves they form a network web-like structure. Okay, they form a net-like structure on the leaf that is called reticulate venation. Sepal is what? Sepal are the green leaf-like structures present at the base of the flower. Then shrubs. Shrubs are, you can say, woody plants which have thick stem, but that is not so hard. Okay, shrubs like this rose. Rose is a shrub, and they have so many branches coming from the ground. All look like main stems. Then stamen. Stamen is the main part of the flower, and it is further divided into anther and filament. Taproot, you know, taproot is the root, which is the thick root in the center, the thickest root, and our side beside there are lateral roots. Transpiration, transpiration is what? What is transpiration? Can anyone tell me? I want to listen from you. What is transpiration? Raise hands. What is transpiration? Yes, Asif.
The process of transpiration is there when the plants release water in the form of water vapor.
Yes. The loss of water from the leaves of the plant, from the higher leaves of the plant in the form of water vapor into the atmosphere, that is known as transpiration. Very good. Trees, you know, trees are the tallest plants. Okay, woody plants which have a single trunk and it is very thick. Okay, and it has branches at the upper part of the tree. Veins, veins are what? Veins are the small lines which are present on the leaves. Here, so you know all the terms now. So if you know all the terms, that means you have understood the chapter. Now come to the question. Question number 1. Correct the following statements. Only raise hands. Correct the following statements and rewrite them in your notebook. First one. Stem absorbs water and minerals from the soil. Very simple. Yes, just Kiraj saying 1637.
Stem absorb water and minerals from the soil. मैम इसका करेक्ट आंसर है roots absorb water and minerals from the soil.
So circle the stem and write root over there. It is not the stem, it is the root that absorbs the water and minerals from the soil. Next, leaves hold the plant upright. Gunpreet. Leaves hold the plant upright.
Ma'am, stem hold the plant
Yes,
upright.
it is not the leaves, it is the stem that hold the plant upright. Then C, roots conduct water to the leaves. Parneet.
Ma'am, false. Stems conduct water to the leaves.
Yes, it is not the root. Stem conducts the water to the leaves. Very good. Next part, the number of petals and sepals in a flower is always equal. Daksh.
The number of petals and stamens may be different in different flowers is always equal.
Yes, yes. So you will write the number of petals and sepals in a flower are different in different plants, not equal. Okay, here only you circle equal and write different in different plants. Then if the sepals of a flower are joined together, its petals are also joined together. I had given you one line if you remember. Yes, Manvi.
Ma'am, if the sepals of a flower are joined together, its petals may or may not be
Yes, may or may
together.
not be joined. Okay, mostly they will be separate, but still there can be exceptions. So you will write may or may not be joined. Then if the petals of a flower are joined together, the pistil is joined to the petal. Satveer. Yes, tell fast.
No, if the petals of
If the petals of a flower are joined together, then the pistil is joined to the petal. To underline is joined to the petal, right? May or may not be joined. Okay, it is not necessary every time that it will be joined. So it may or may not be joined. Then second question is draw a leaf, a taproot, a flower. So if you have already drawn, I'm telling you now, if you have already drawn a leaf and a flower, then no need to draw it again, but taproot also to be drawn in the notebook. Okay, those who have not drawn neither leaf, nor flower, nor taproot, so they have to draw all. Those who have drawn the leaves and flowers already, they will only draw tap root here. So you will write the question also according to you what you have done. So if you have drawn leaf and flower, you will write draw a tap root. Okay, so like that you will modify the question according to what you have done already in your notebook. Now, third question, can you find a plant in your house or in your neighborhood which has a long but a weak stem? Write its name. In which category would you classify it? Very simple. We all have this plant at home, mostly. Okay, Manpreet, sixth thing. Yes, Daksha has already written the answer. Yes, tell fast. You're not audible. Yes, Shriyan.
Creepers.
Yes,
Creepers.
but just speak loudly, please.
Ma'am, creepers.
Creeper. Long but a weak stem. Not creeper. Creeper is only spread on the ground only.
Climbers.
Yes, Anmol. Anmol, you're not coming to school now. Yes, Anmol. Tell.
Because I am ill.
Huh?
Ma'am, I was ill.
Okay, tell me the answer.
A rose has a long but weak stem.
Rose has
In-
oh yeah, what are you saying? Okay, Daksh will tell the answer. Yes, Daksh.
Ma'am, money plant.
Yes, it's money plant. So common. It has a long and weak stem. And in which category you place it? Money plant comes under which category? Climber. Yes. So you will write money plant is a climber. It takes the support and then it climbs. And what else they have asked? Yes, that's it. Money plant has a long and a weak stem. It is a climber. And that's it. What is the function of stem in a plant? Who can tell me now function of stem? What is the function of stem? Yes, Bhanvi. She was raising hands now. She's not. Okay, Parneet. Parneet, tell.
Ma'am, and the stem bears leaves, branches, buds, flowers, and ma'am, the stem bears leaves, branches, buds, flowers, and fruits. It also provides water and minerals to leaves and other parts of the plant.
Yes. Only water and minerals. What about food? Does it not transport food also?
Yes.
Yes, and it supports the branches and leaves and flowers and birds also. Okay, so you will write that stem conducts water and minerals from the root to the leaves. Stem also conducts food from the leaves to all the parts of the plant. And then lastly, it supports the branches, flowers, birds. Okay, and I had told you one exception also there, cactus. Cactus stem, what does cactus stem do? What does cactus stem do? Cactus stem prepare food by photosynthesis. Yes. So you can write exception also. 4th point, cactus stem make food for the plant by the process of photosynthesis. Clear? Then tell me 5th question. Which of the following leaves have reticulate venation? Wheat? No. Wheat has parallel venation. Tulsi? Yes. So you can circle Tulsi here. Okay. Circle those plants which have reticulate venation. Tulsi has reticulate. Maize? No. Grass? No. Coriander? Yes. Coriander has reticulate venation and China rose China rose also reticulate venation. Okay, fine. Then next is, yes. Now this one, tell me, very important question. If a plant has fibrous roots, what type of venation do its leaves likely to have? If you remember that formula, PFRT. Yes, Rian. Yes, Rian.
Ma'am, parallel.
Yes, parallel venation. Very good. So if the plant has fibrous roots, the leaves will have parallel venation. And if the plant has reticulate venation, that what kind of roots? Tap roots. Yes, if you are writing the chat box also, very good. All of you know it. Tap roots. Very good. Now you tell me, is it question number 8? We have already done leaf impression. Okay, that no need to do it again. So you have to make a leaf impression if you have not done. 8th question, is it possible for you to find out whether a plant has taproot or fibrous root by looking at the impression of its leaf on a sheet of paper? Yes. So when we will make a leaf impression on the paper, that will tell us that what kind of venation does the leaf has. Okay. And if we know the venation, then we can tell the type of root also. Okay. Then next is, so for 8th question, you have to do the leaf impression activity. Those who have already done, they will not repeat it. Those who have not done, they will write the 8th question. 9th question, write the names of the parts of a flower. Very simple. Parts of the flower and speak for. Tell fast. You are not audible. Ask it. Not audible.
Parts of a flower are petals,
Yes,
sepals, pistil, and stamen.
yes. And it is not pistil, it is pistil. Petals, sepals, then what else? Petals, sepals, stamen, and pistil. Okay, these are the 4 main parts of the flower that we will write. Then next is 10th question C. Which of the following plants have you seen? Of those that you have seen, which one has flowers? Now you have to tell me whether these plants have flowers or not. Okay. Grass. No. Okay. Grass does not have flowers. Maize. No. Wheat. No. Chili. चिल्ली में फ्लावर्स नहीं होते हैं. चिल्ली में डायरेक्टली फ्रूट बन जाता है, सीधा मिर्ची लग जाती है. First comes the flowers, small flowers come on chili plant. Tomato, yes, tomato also. तुलसी में flowers, no. तुलसी में फ्लावर नहीं होते हैं, डायरेक्टली सीड कम. पीपल में there are flowers, but they are not so visible. Okay, they are very small. People have flowers. Then shisham, no, doesn't have. Banyan, no. Mango, no. Jamun, no. Guava plant has flowers or not? Yes, it has. Pomegranate, yes. Papaya, yes. Banana, yes. Banana also has flowers. First flower comes, then it becomes the fruit. Lemon, yes. Sugarcane, no. Potato, yes. See, potato, no. Potato, no flower. Groundnut, no flower. Okay. Then 11th question, name the part of the plant which produce its food and name the process. Very simple question. Which part makes the food for the plant and you have to name the process. Sadhvi.
Leaves make the food for the plant by the process of photosynthesis.
Yes. Okay. So you can explain photosynthesis also in one line here. Okay. The process by which green plants make their food with the help of sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll. That it is known as photosynthesis. Okay. 12th question. In which part of a flower you are likely to find the ovary? Okay, I have already got the answers in chat box. Okay, yes, Daksh. Daksh, you tell.
And pistil.
Yes, so pistil part of the flower has the ovary in it. Okay. Last question 18. Name two flowers, each with joined and separated sepals. Can anyone tell? Hibiscus, cotton. So under right, or you write in joined, the two flowers which have joined sepals are China rose and bellflower. Write down there. Joined sepals, China rose and bellflower, and separated sepals, rose, jasmine, lotus also. Lotus, yes. Nitish is asking, ma'am, can some plants move? Not, they cannot move from one place to another, but they can show some kind of movement. Like one plant is there, touch me not. Okay, so when you touch the leaves of those plants, they droop. वो ऐसे fold हो जाते हैं. Okay, and after some time, they again regain their shape. So they do not move from one place to another, but they show some kind of movement. So if you will place any plant in the dark room and only from one window sunlight is coming, so the plant will move towards the sunlight only. So all the branches will move towards the sunlight. Okay, and one more category of plants are there, insect eating plants. Some plants they eat insect also. That is known as pitcher plant. Example, a pitcher plant. So in that there is a mouth-like structure of a plant, and when any insect come and land on in that structure, so that structure closes automatically. So that insect is inhaled. So that plants they perform photosynthesis also, but they have nitrogen needs. Okay, they are special plants, so they have nitrogen needs also. To fulfill those nitrogen needs, they eat the insects. Yes, Priya, you want to say anything? Yes.
पिक्चर्स प्लांट्स हमको भी नुकसान पहुंचा सकते हैं
Speak loudly.
मैम पिक्चर प्लांट्स हमको भी नुकसान पहुंचा सकते हैं
हमें क्या नुकसान पहुंचाएंगे? वो they only eat small insects. Okay, very good. Anshpreet is saying touch me not is Mimosa pudica. Very good. You know the scientific name also. Good. Yes, it is Mimosa pudica. It's the scientific name of touch me not. Pitcher plants, they cannot cause harm to us. They only eat the insects. They're not so big as us. Okay, last question. I'm telling you, under joint sepals you write China rose and bellflower, and under separated sepals you write rose and jasmine. Fine. So with this, your question answers are complete. And I'm going to tell you the diagrams which should be there in your notebook. Okay, so diagrams which should be there in your notebook are first of all the diagram of a leaf, then two types of venation also, parallel venation and reticulate venation, then types of roots also should be there. I think we have not drawn it. Okay, types of roots, fibrous root and tap root, that also should be there in the notebook. Very simple to draw, tap root and fibrous root, and then this diagram of a flower. in that stamen, pistil, ovary part that I've already told you to draw. Fine. So now just listen which questions you have to write in the notebook. Question number 1 will remain in the book only. No need to write in the notebook. Question number 2 in the notebook. 3 also in the notebook. 4 also. 5 leave it in the book only. Then 6th question in the notebook. 7th question also in the notebook. 8th also. 8th question I said that those who have already done the leaf impression, they will not write this question, but those who have not done the leaf impression activity, they will write this question. Okay, so after making the leaf impression, you will write that after leaf impression, we will get the type of venation, and after looking at the type of venation, we can tell the type of roots. Then question number 9 will also go in the notebook. 10 will remain in the book only. Don't write question number 10 in the notebook. Then 11th will go in the notebook. 12th also. 13th also. And other diagrams are there. So much of work to do. You have off to the tomorrow, Sunday is there. Complete the chapter. I will share the hints also. And please expand the hints and then write. Don't copy it as it is. Fine? I hope you have filled the attendance form. It is going to be over now. Less than 1 minute. If anything you want to ask or say, you can tell. Nepenthes alata is a picture plant. Yes. You are Googling it, I think. You are Googling the scientific names. Because I don't think you know it. You all are Googling the scientific names. Yes, Paneet is showing a flower diagram. Very good. Daksh is also showing. Yes, good. So I told you you can color the diagrams, but don't color it too dark so that the impression is seen on the other page also. Use crayons or pencil colors, light shades. I've already shared the attendance form